Definition of the word.
Shadow.
Adjective.
Unofficial, informal, unauthorized, but acting as though it were.
Example.
The Human Resources Department has a shadow information technology group without headquarters knowledge. Having power or influence, but not widely known or recognized.
Example.
The director has been giving shadow leadership to the other group's project to ensure its success. The Illuminati shadow group has been pulling strings from behind the scenes. Acting in a leadership role before being formally recognized.
Example.
The shadow cabinet cannot agree on the terms of the agreement due immediately after they are sworn in. The insurgents' shadow government is being crippled by the federal military strikes. Part of, or related to, the opposition in government.
Noun.
A dark image projected onto a surface where light, or other radiation, is blocked by the shade of an object.
Example.
My shadow lengthened as the sun began to set. The X-ray showed a shadow on his lung. Relative darkness, especially as caused by the interruption of light, gloom, obscurity.
Example.
I immediately jumped into shadow as I saw them approach. An area protected by an obstacle, likened to an object blocking out sunlight.
Example.
The mountains blocked the passage of rain, producing weather systems and cast a shadow of dryness behind them. A reflected image, as in a mirror or in water. That which looms as though a shadow.
Example.
I don't have a shadow of doubt in my mind that my plan will succeed. The shadow of fear of my being outed always affects how I live my life. I lived in her shadow my whole life. A small degree, a shade.
Example.
He did not give even a shadow of respect to the professor. An imperfect and faint representation.
Example.
He came back from war the shadow of a man. The neo-pagan ritual was only a pale shadow of the ones the Greeks held thousands of years ago. A trainee, assigned to work with an experienced officer. One who secretly or furtively follows another.
Example.
The constable was promoted to working as a shadow for the royals. An inseparable companion. A drop shadow effect applied to lettering in word processors, etc. An influence, especially a pervasive or a negative one. A spirit, a ghost, a shade. An uninvited guest accompanying one who was invited.
Example.
Can we find and add a quotation of Nares to this entry? In Jungian psychology, an unconscious aspect of the personality.
Shadow. Shadow.
Shadow. Shadow.
Shadow. Shadow.
Shadow. Shadow.